Maybe instead of saying, what am I looking at? Maybe, I don't know. Your camera's on. Did you really
I
feel...
wasn't sure if you were gonna pick it back up or not.
I heard you the first time and I said, can't do anything about it right now. So did you feel the need to really
Oh,
keep repeating it over and over again?
I didn't hear you say it.
Uh-huh. But repeating it over and over again did you what good? When you see that I'm in the middle of something.
Sorry.
Alright, you gonna try to find it now?
Is it just Tony Crow, all one word?
I... You know, maybe try stuff.
I did.
Okay, did that work?
No, it's giving me
Then...
like something else.
Then it doesn't... Then that doesn't work. Obviously, right?
Let me search. Um,
TonyCrowBH.
oh.
Or...
Anyway.
Dingbat.
What'd you call me?
Dingbat.
That's Mrs. Dingbat to you.
We're not married, Dingbat. Okay.
Select any point of interest in the star
Alright.
system to plot a course to that destination.
Okay, it's plot course.
What course?
I did plot...
Now return to the local view and steer the ship to line up with your plotted course.
That looks hilarious.
What?
The way your fingers tap on the screen.
Yeah. What?
You're messing around with your hands.
Boom. Explosion. Alright.
You would be a great Star Trek captain.
I'm not a captain right now. Right now I'm in the helm. Well, excuse me while I plot course. Alright, and we are lined
Grab
up.
and push your throttle to engage the impulse drive.
You what?
The ship's computer will automatically follow the course you plotted.
Readjust. And Jesus Christ.
Work on a handle much?
It's just a little bit more sensitive than I'd like it to be.
The ship's warp drive can distort space around the ship to propel it faster than light across the vast distances between star systems. The tremendous amount of energy needed for warp travel will require you to coordinate closely with the chief engineer.
Yes.
To travel by warp, it is your responsibility to plot a course by selecting a star system on your warp map. When the course is plotted, you will need to align the ship with the proper heading. Before you can enter warp, your chief engineer will
What?
have to prepare the ship and charge the warp coils. Select a star system to plot a course to it.
Okay, time to select a course. Boop, 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 boop.
Now return to the local view and steer the ship to line up with your plotted course. Push your throttle to engage the warp drive. The warp coils can only remain charged for a limited time. The chief engineer will need to prepare the ship for warp again.
Time to warp, Captain. Whoa.
Various systems of the ship affect how easily other vessels...
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
The Aegis is designed to avoid detection at ranges where other Federation vessels would be easily visible to another ship's sensors. As helmsman, the more thrust you are using, the farther away the Aegis can be detected. On your local map, you'll see a ring that expands and contracts as the ship's signature increases or decreases. When other ships come within that ring, they will detect the Aegis.
What, you saw me fixing my glasses? Whoa. So wait, what am I doing? Oh, it's just telling me stuff. Boop. Whoa. Zoom in. Enhance.
Can you imagine if everything in real life had labels that told you what they were?
Yeah. Oh, I'm the captain again. Ha ha ha. Okay, let's do tactical.
As the tactical officer, you are in charge of the ship's weapons, defenses, and combat situations. You must coordinate with the rest of the bridge crew to protect the ship and deal with any threats to it. But you also have a crucial role in non-combat situations. It is the tactical officer's responsibility to scan nearby ships and other objects in the environment to reveal vital information about them.
No valid target.
Oh. Okay.
In order to scan anything or to fire on it, you must first target it. To select a target, simply select the appropriate icon on your map. Once you've selected a target, a display will show all currently known information about your selection. Target a nearby ship by tapping its icon on the map.
There's our ship.
You will often need to scan a target to learn more about it, or to locate people or objects of interest in another vessel. Some objects are scanned with a simple general scanning action. This happens automatically when the object is targeted. More complex objects, like other ships, can be scanned for specific properties, such as the locations of any weak points in a ship's system. When an object has many features to scan, scanning them all at once is much slower than scanning a single specific system. Scanning is required before it's possible to transport people or cargo off of another vessel, or before being able to target weak spots of an enemy's ship systems. Target a nearby ship by tapping its icon on the map. Here you can select what systems you want to scan. Scanning a single system will always be faster than scanning multiple at once. Also, the closer the ship is to the target, the faster you can scan. Scan the ship's engines now to reveal their status, and any weak points which would allow you to damage the engines directly. As tactical officer, you have control over raising and lowering the ship's shields. When raised, the shields will charge up to maximum strength over time. They are your best defense against damage to the ship. When shields are lowered or down to 0 strength, any damage to the ship may cause serious harm to onboard systems, or even loss of life to your crew. When shields are raised, the chief engineer can direct power to them to increase their effectiveness. Raise the shields now. There is a delay while power is channeled into the shield emitters before the shields come online. In a combat situation, remember that you need to raise shields before the enemy fires. Photon torpedoes are a devastating weapon. They can automatically track a moving target and deliver heavy damage on impact. However, before you can fire them, you must first give the order to arm them. Arm your torpedoes now. Each torpedo tube takes time to load. Your supply of torpedoes for any mission is limited, so use them wisely. Target the nearby ship and fire torpedoes at it.
Fire torpedo. And 2 direct hits. Out of range for phasers. The shields are at half though.
Phasers are a versatile energy weapon. They
No, I
continually
hit 'em.
charge over time, and when fully charged, your phaser banks hold enough energy to fire multiple shots at your target. Phaser banks automatically track your target, but only if it is within the indicated firing arc and within the current range of your weapons. The effective range and damage of your phasers is controlled by the amount of energy the chief engineer allocates to them. Target the nearby ship and fire phasers at it.
Its hull is at 70%. I'm just gonna blow it up real quick. What?
It sounds funny when you shoot that one.
The phasers? My phasers are torpedoes. Torpedoes going out. Target destroyed.
Phasers can be used to precisely target weak spots of another vessel. To use this ability, you must first scan the desired subsystem of a target, such as its weapons or engines. Once scanned, you must then select that system. As long as a scanned system is selected, phasers will auto-target that system's weak points. To hit a subsystem, the target's shields must be down or inactive. Second, your ship must be correctly facing the targeted point. If the target's shields are raised, or you are attacking from the wrong angle, firing in subsystem targeting mode will do minimal damage. When dealing with other ships, targeting individual systems is a good way to disable them or neutralize a threat without outright destroying the ship. This may sometimes be necessary to accomplish your mission objectives. Target the nearby ship and scan its weapons systems. Scan the ship's engines now to reveal their status and any weak points which would allow you to damage the
Let's
engines
see
directly.
here.
Now select the ship's weapon systems to lock on to their weak points. Your
Weapons.
phasers are now in subsystem targeting mode. Fire them for a precision attack. Until the target's shields are down, you will not be able to hit the targeted system.
So what you're telling me I need to do is huck off 2 torpedoes before I hit him with the laser. Oh, come on. I want to destroy your subsystems. I want to laser beam your weapons. Torpedoes going out. Wait for the first attack.
Very good. You have damaged the targeted system.
We'll take out their weapons first. Ah.
Various systems of the ship affect how easily other vessels can detect the Aegis. The Aegis is designed to avoid detection at ranges where other Federation vessels would be easily visible to another ship's sensors. As tactical officer, arming torpedoes, firing weapons, and activating shields will each make the ship detectable from greater distances. To reduce the ship's signature, disarm torpedoes and lower shields now.
Oh, with the power off, that's how we not to remain undetected. I get it. System
The
intrusion.
Aegis's prototype remote intrusion system can be used to send encoded signals and disrupt critical systems of other ships. Before it can be used, the tactical officer must scan the target. Once a scanned target is selected, an intrusion into its control systems is attempted via an automated routine. If successful, you may then choose to attempt any of the available disruption routines to temporarily cripple a specific system. Activate the remote intrusion system. Target a nearby ship by tapping its icon on the map.
We'll scan it. Yes. Ugh.
Select a scan target.
Flex. Okay.
Choose a disruption routine to inject into the target systems.
Isolate shield frequency.
Very
Disrupt.
good. But once used, the remote intrusion system will be fully occupied and unable to disrupt another target or system for some time.
Shields are down. You got lucky. Ooh, I almost finished him off. The shields don't matter to me. Ha 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 ha.
Your ship is equipped with standard transporters for beaming objects or personnel aboard from other vessels.
So what do
or
you think,
locations.
Candace?
Transporting first requires the tactical officer to scan the target vessel or location. If any mission-critical items or personnel to transport, the target will appear on the transport.
I know, I'm just...
interface.
It's
It will take
tutorials.
time to acquire a lock-on before you can beam, and you must remain in range for the lock to succeed. The transporter cannot penetrate through your ship's own shields or those of another ship, so you must coordinate with tactical to make sure your shields are down when you need to transport. If you are attempting to beam something from a hostile vessel, your crew will first have to disable its shields. Activate the transporter interface. Target a nearby ship by tapping its icon on the map.
I can see the ship.
Select the damaged ship from the list of targets. Lock on to the survivors aboard the ship to prepare for transport. To lock on, your ship must be in transport range and unshielded. The target's shield, if any, must also be down.
How many people are on this ship? There's 24 fucking life forms? I may as well just torpedo that bitch.
You have transporter lock on the survivors.
Energize!
To energize. The survivors are now safely aboard the Aegis, but you can only transport 6 at a time. Anytime there are more than 6 targets to transport from a single vessel, you will need to perform multiple transport cycles.
Alright. Let's lock on. Let's transport all these assholes out of here. And energize.
Others are still awaiting transport.
I know they're still awaiting transport.
Say that again?
Lieutenant Tanar, you leave me alone and let me do my job.
I know they're still awaiting transport.
Energizing.
My job.
There are still others aboard.
Ah, Jesus Christ. I know there's a right here. It tells me how many there are left. Tanar, I know how to fucking count. You know what?
Ah, Jesus Christ, I know there's a right here.
And we'll get them out of there before that torpedo hits.
Wonder how crazy
All are accountable.
people staring at you playing this, yelling at no one.
What was that? I couldn't hear you over me being awesome.
Okay.
Okay, and that's it. Station menu. And then now we get to do Tanar's job. Hoyle still has the best job, if you ask me.
As chief engineer, you support
Ooh,
all other members of the bridge
power.
crew by keeping the Aegis operating in top condition. You monitor vital status information about the ship's systems, allocate power needed for maneuvering and combat, and manage the ship's power grid to compensate for damage or boost its capabilities. You also manage the ship's repair teams and
Jeez.
keep an eye on how visible the Aegis is to other ships in the area. Your system's display gives vital information about the status of the ship's various systems at all times. When your ship is suffering from negative effects, this panel provides information about the source and severity of the effect. As chief engineer, you have more detail about your ship's status than any other member of the crew. Activate your system's display now. How you allocate power determines how effective each of those systems is. As situations change, you'll need to communicate with the rest of the crew to keep them supplied with power and to anticipate when to make critical adjustments. One of your most essential responsibilities as chief engineer is to distribute available power between each of the ship's major systems. Try giving maximum power to engines now. Now try giving maximum power to shields. You will have to reduce power to other systems first.
So it's like stacking blocks.
Before the ship can travel between star systems, you must make the ship ready and charge its warp coils. This draws a tremendous amount of power, and you will be unable to make any further changes to power allocation or routing while prepping for warp. Begin preparing for warp now.
Okay, so let's shields at half. We can have shields. Shields and engines up there.
Charge
Or
the
warp.
coils.
Charge
The
the
helmsman will
coils.
have a limited time to engage the warp drive, or the coils will automatically discharge to prevent damage to the ship.
Warp coils charged.
Aww. Okay. I'm having too much fun with my hands.
Damage. It's up to you to deploy repair crews and get critical systems back in working order. You have a limited number of crews available. You may send multiple crews to repair a single system faster, or you may spread them out to work on multiple systems at once. Activate your repair controls now.
Okay.
We have simulated damage to your phaser banks and scanners.
Oh
Send
no!
repair crews to both
My
systems
phaser banks
back to full
and my
working
scanners. Boop, boop, boop. I see.
Sensor array restored.
Thank you.
You and your gentle boobs.
My gentle boobs.
It's possible to increase the power to one or more
I
systems
don't have
beyond
boobs.
normal safe operating
Honk, honk.
limits by rerouting the ship's power grid. Switch to rerouting mode now.
Rerouting.
Try diverting extra power to shields by dragging an adjacent power node over to it. You have increased maximum shield strength by drawing some power from other systems.
Oh.
This situation is risky, though. The extra power flowing through those conduits could cause internal damage. When you use the rerouting system, you must keep an eye on the power grid and be ready to make changes as needed. Various systems of the ship affect how easily other vessels can detect the Aegis. The Aegis is designed to avoid detection at ranges where other Federation vessels would be easily visible to another ship's sensors. As Chief Engineer, you can monitor all systems which are affecting the ship's signature and gauge the range at which the Aegis will be detectable to other vessels. This information is vital when trying to avoid contact with hostile ships.
See. So, withdrawing. So that's the best right there.
Warning. Exceeding ship tolerance.
Me. There. That tolerable? Ugh. Whoa, what the fuck? Well, I probably need to adjust this. Sit. Oh, God. It's probably a little better. Okay. Now that we know what to do, let's do some stuff. Now, should I do online and try to find a crew?
Oh, you can do this online with 3 people and they'll all be different crew members?
Yes.
That's cool. So when you do this online, do you fight other ships online?
Probably not other people. This is my face. not even the same skin tone. Boop.
That's creepy. Your nose is huge.
Excuse me. Or, hear me out. Boobs.
Or, hear me out.
Yeah, wear one of those really cool Star Trek dresses.
Let's see what happens.
How's it going?
Hey, we're shaking. So how long does it normally take to wait for a full crew?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sweet. This is the first time I've done this, so.
Me too.
Played the game at all?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. Hello.
I've not played this before.
It's pretty sweet, though.
It's my
Yeah.
first time trying this game, so I apologize.
Hey, dude, me,
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
yeah,
that
I,
dude.
me too. There's like 3 out of 4 of us.
Let's just do the first one then. I guess Tony Crow. Captain.
So can you guys
I
hear
can
me?
Get those things working so I can move my hands like that. That's pretty cool.
How do you point like that? Wait, can you guys hear me?
I bought the VR.
Hello?
That's pretty sweet.
Am I
Launch or I don't know how to do this.
He's the captain.
am I audible?
All right.
Uh-oh. Wow, they canceled the stream, baby. Broadcast